Hello everyone, Richard here at Calvin Wazoo, where I may have seen a man who thought he was a muffin. It's time for another Song X song, and maybe I gave the hint away. We're going to be comparing two Frank Zappa albums, song by song, and these are probably two really different albums. I mean, how do you do this? How do you compare these two? That is, we've got Bongo Fury and Zoot Allures. Yeah, these are two very different albums, but they do have the same number of songs, so they're matched up well in terms of doing a Song X song. Bongo Fury is partly a live album and also has some studio tracks, and it was released in October 1975. And then Zoot Allures is mostly a studio album with a couple live tracks, and it was released in October 1976. So these are back-to-back albums. The lineup for Bongo Fury is pretty straightforward, all the way through. It's Frank Zappa, Captain Beefheart, George Duke, Napoleon Murphy Brock, Bruce Fowler, Tom Fowler, the amazing Denny Wally on slide guitar, and Terry Bozzio on drums. Chester Thompson does provide the drums on two of the songs, 200 Years Old and Cucamonga. And then with Zoot Allures, it's a variety. It's the lineup for each of the songs, varies. But at the core, we've got Frank with the vocals and the guitar, Terry Bozzio on drums. And then there's a lot of other people who kind of float in and out with the different songs. Let's see, Ruth Underwood appears on several of the songs. But yeah, it varies with the different songs. And, these are two, as I say, they're really different records, and so I think the outcome is going to be a bit lopsided, but that is not because one album is seriously not as good as the other. They're just really, really different. So, let's get started with the opening track on Bongo Fury is Deborah Cadabra, and then that's going to be matched up with Wind Up Working in a Gas Station. Now, Deborah Cadabra is a really great rocker. It's a live performance, and Beefheart is in some rare form. Napoleon Murphy Brock on the sax. I really love the sax in this song. And the coda at the end is this really, really, really good jam. Gas Station has greater structure to it, I think. It's more like a song. And I love that part. Pumping the gas every night. Yeah, I like it. And in the commentary, in the song, I like that as well. The notion of, wind up working in a gas station. Plus, it's got a really, really nice, but very brief guitar solo. And yeah, Bozzio is on both of these. He's the primary drummer on both of these releases, but his drumming in Gas Station is just absolutely superb, and it's really totally frenetic. So as good as Deborah Cadabra is, I really like this song. I'm going to go with Wind Up Working in a Gas Station. But yeah, they are. Both of these are really, really good songs. So starting off with Bongo Fury with 0 and Zoot Allures with 1. Now we come to track 2. And, this is kind of where the two albums really diverge in terms of their content. Because we've got Black Napkins for Zoot Allures, and a really quite fantastic guitar solo, matched up against Carolina Hardcore Ecstasy. Now, Carolina Hardcore Ecstasy is a very melodic song, and it's about hardcore sexual sadism. But it really does include a very scrumptious guitar solo. And again, Terry Bozzio on this track is just maniacal on the drums. But, you know, I go back to Black Napkins. That's a signature piece for Frank. It's a signature solo. It's incredible playing. The solo, you know, of course, is different every time he performed it. And he uses bits and pieces of different solos in a lot of other songs, you know, particularly in many of the 80s albums. So, yeah, Black Napkins for the win, even though I really do like Carolina Hardcore Ecstasy. It's a good song. But, you know, Zoot Allures has now got to Bongo Fury with 0. Now, the divergence between the content of each of the albums is becoming more stark with track 3. We've got Sam with the Showing Scalp Flat Top versus The Torture Never Stops. So there's, you know, with Captain Beefheart on the Bongo Fury release, you know, we're getting some spoken word pieces, and this is one of them. And it's an incredible spoken word piece by Beefheart, and it's got, you know, these random instrument sounds that mostly guitar that's accompanying his performance. But yeah, again, like, you know, like Black Napkins, The Torture Never Stops is just another signature song that, again, has so many amazing and different guitar solos each time that Frank played it live. And it cleverly combines the sexual torture of BDSM with the sexual nature of true torture by despots, such as Pinochet, which the song more directly alludes to. So it really does a nice job of showing the overlap between these dictators who used torture to control people and torment people, and the very close connection with sexual arousal. Very clever song, and also musically, just really amazing. So it's definitely Torture for the win for me on this one. So it's Zoot Allures 3-0 for Bongo Fury. Well, next comes a kind of an interesting song from Bongo Fury. It's Poofters from Wyoming, Plans Ahead. And this is a song that is poking fun, satirizing the upcoming bicentennial, which was going to happen in 1976. And this is going to be matched against Ms. Pinky, which is a story about somebody getting a blow-up sex doll. So it's Pinky, Ms. Pinky's got this incredible harmonica solo, which is performed by, let me see, who is it? It doesn't say, it doesn't list anybody. It just has Ruth Underwood on synth. Interesting, because I definitely thought I was hearing a harmonica. So maybe there's an uncredited harp player on here. I don't know. I should have looked this up. I probably, you know, when I did my review of this album a while back, I probably mentioned. But anyway, for all I know, it could be the synthesizer. So I could go either way with these songs because, you know, Poofter is this very country style kind of romp, mocking the bicentennial. You've got some really great vocals by Beefheart, you know, in this song. But Poofter is a bit of a schlocky song about schlocky marketing and merchandise. So, you know, I mean, it fits with what's going on with the song, and it makes it a fun song. But, you know, yeah, I think I'm going to go with Ms. Pinky as the winning song in this matchup. So we've got Zoot Allures now with 4 and Bongo Fury with 0. All right, commanding lead here. We come up to track 5. And we've got 200 Years Old, again, a reference to the upcoming bicentennial. And then Find Her Finer. So 200 Years Old is a studio recording, and it starts with this like grinding blues format. Again, wicked good harmonica that's definitely being provided by, and I should hold this up here, definitely provided by Beefheart. And it's got this really slippery, smooth, and delicious guitar solo in it. Beefheart's vocals are perfect for the song. Then we have Find Her Finer, which is a very simple song. It's got very simple structure. And it's also very sexist in its content. It's a decent song. Probably in my late teens and early 20s. I liked it probably a lot better then. But matching it up against 200 Years Old, I picked 200 Years Old for the win. So now we've got Bongo Fury with 1 to Zoot Allures with that commanding lead of 4. Well, now we come to track number 6, and that's going to put Friendly Little Finger versus Cucamonga. Cucamonga is another studio track. It starts out really, really good, I think, but then it quickly gets disrupted by this part, you know, when Frank starts to sing, and then it returns back to the smooth groove that started the song off. So there's this quirky interruption to the song, which, you know, I'm not saying it ruins the song, but when I'm comparing it to Friendly Little Finger, this is a grinding guitar solo, and Zappa is using many, many new playing techniques when he recorded this. And then the other thing with Cucamonga is a really short song. It's like the second shortest song on the record. Well, it's probably the shortest song because the shortest track is another spoken word piece. But yeah, I do really like Friendly Little Finger better. I particularly like the bass. It's a simple bass line at the end, but I really like the touch that is brought with that bass. So Friendly Little Finger for the win. Zoot Allures with 5 to Bongo Fury with 1. We come up to track 7, and that brings us to Advanced Romance from Bongo Fury and Wonderful Wino. And this is difficult. This is difficult. I like both songs. Advanced Romance, it's a live track, and it's long at 11 minutes. Denny Wally plays just an incredible slide guitar solo. It's just freaking amazing. And Beefheart on harmonica in this song is stellar, as you know you would expect. Zappa's guitar solo on this song is really delicious as well. He puts some true authentic stank on that solo. It's really good. And then, you know, Basio's drumming is just, you know, spot on. Really, really great performance. Now, Wonderful Wino goes back all the way to the Mothers of Invention, different iterations, and it's developed over the years. And then we have this performance here, studio performance. It is got some great fuzzed up and grinding guitar. And I love the lyrics and the storyline that's in the song as well. You know, not that I've ever stumbled on the gutter and busted my head. You know, and I don't have any bugs in my zoot suit, but you know, it's a good song. So, and the guitar solo at the end of the song is also very, very delectable, although it's short. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Advanced Romance. Just the whole, everything about the song, the whole piece, just really it's a great performance. So Advanced Romance wins. So we've got Bongo Fury now with 2 to Zoot Allures with 5. Now we come up to track 8, getting down to the last couple of tracks here. And we have, with Zoot Allures, the title song, Zoot Allures. And then we have Man with the Woman Head. This is a spoken word piece, Man with the Woman Head, by Beefheart. And it's good, but it's no match for the title song, Zoot Allures. It's a great guitar solo. It's got some really, really nice feedback. Frank gets some really nice feedback, and he really has some very excellent use of the whammy bar when he's playing. So it's, to me, yeah, definitely the title song, Zoot Allures, for the win. So it's Zoot Allures 6 to Bongo Fury with just 2. Then we come to the closers for each one. Muffin Man for Bongo Fury and Disco Boy for Zoot Allures. Now, Disco Boy is a fun song. I've always loved this song. It's just, I love the content. I love the little story that's going on, you know, in that. It's a wonderful, wonderful song. But Muffin Man, I mean, it's a great song. And I feel like it's too short on this, even though it's 5 minutes and 38 seconds long. It opens up with a studio track with Frank, you know, setting up the narrative, the story, and then it goes into the live performance from the Armadillo headquarters there in Texas. So it's a great finale. It's a great finish to the album. Disco Boy is a solid closer for this album as well, but man, I gotta go with Bongo Fury's Muffin Man. I mean, it's just a classic song. You know, thought he was a muffin. I thought he was a man, but he was really a muffin, you know. So there you have it, Bongo Fury 3 to 6 for Zoot Allures. So what do you think yourself, huh? What do you think about these two albums? I mean, I love both of these albums, all right? But on a song-by-song basis, this one is going to carry the day. But this by no means that this one, you know, is a bad album. It's among, both of these are among my top 25 Frank Zappa albums. So, hey, you know, leave your thoughts in the Down Under. I love getting your comments. Don't forget that you can also find me on Instagram at newsdude76. That's NEWZDUDE76. Also have a Facebook page called Calvin Wazoo, where I post these videos, but I also post other music-related content, articles and videos, etc. And hey, hit the thumbs up button. It really, really helps with distribution of the content. If you've already subscribed, hit the like button. It still really, really helps. And if you haven't subscribed, you know, you consider it. But, you know, doing the thumbs up really helps with the algorithm with YouTube. It's a good thing to do with any video that you see that you really enjoyed, because when you hit that thumbs up button, that like button, then it will send a message to YouTube to increase the spread, increase the audience for that particular video. So I do really, really appreciate it. And as always, remember to pray for the people inside your head, for they won't be there when you're dead.